back to the Varkha channel. Today is the day of busting myths. If you remember, in my last episode, I had busted myths on bisexuality, where I said that all of us are bisexuals with leanings towards either heterosexuality or homosexuality. And I mentioned that in my next episode of Busting Myths, I would talk about busting myths on homosexuality. Why did I believe that we needed to bust some myths on homosexuality? Because there have been many people reaching out to me, parents, siblings, and yes, sometimes even spouses, believing that their homosexual children, siblings, or partners can be cured. Then there are others who believe that homosexuality cannot be cured at all. What is the real truth? Let's hear it. So there are two kinds of homosexuals, the preferential homosexual and the fixed homosexual. What do I mean? The preferential homosexual is a bisexual with leanings towards homosexuality. It is his genetic or her genetic disposition, natural inclination, propensity towards preferring same-sex partners. Their orientation is towards same-sex people. They cannot be cured because they are born with dispositions, leanings towards homosexuals or towards same-sex people. Now, if you try to go and take him or her to a therapist to try and cure their homosexuality, unfortunately, you wouldn't succeed because, as I repeat, it's a biological inclination, a propensity, a tendency, or a preference for same-sex partners. What then is a fixed homosexual? A fixed homosexual is also a bisexual who need not have been born preferring same-sex partners. If anything, he may have possibly or she may have possibly been born preferring heterosexuals. Then what happened? He or she grew up with certain ideas or attitudes. For example, a man could believe that it's extremely hard to please a woman and to continue to sustain and maintain her love, and he prefers males not because he cannot perform heterosexual relations, but because he just finds it much easier to satisfy a man and not keep vying for his love. A woman may grow up with severe feelings of inadequacy because she believes her breasts are not developed enough and believes no man would desire her sexually. So she goes towards lesbianism, not because she's a lesbian, but because she's afraid that her physical body may not be attractive enough for a man. A man may also grow up thinking that he is not big enough in terms of having a large size penis to be able to fulfill and satisfy a woman. So he runs to a man because he's scared of his manhood. A woman may hear from many of her friends that intercourse may be very painful, and therefore decides that instead of going through the agony and the pain that intercourse may cause, runs to becoming a lesbian. So these are attitudinal reasons, or what we call fixed ideations, that many homosexuals veer towards homosexuality. So a man who doesn't trust his manhood, a woman who believes that she is not sexually desirable, a woman who feels afraid of pain, a man who believes it's too hard to continue to please and sustain a woman's love. They go towards homosexuality for attitudinal, ideational reasons, and not because they are biologically or preferentially inclined towards homosexuality. So there's a clear-cut distinction. We can cure the person who has fixed reasons, ideations, attitudinal points of view towards pain, towards manhood, towards love making, towards sustaining and maintaining love. But we definitely cannot cure the preferential, the biologically disposed, and the propensity inclined homosexual. So please understand these two distinctive differences when you seek out to identify why you, your sibling, your child, or your partner may be a homosexual. And if you find that there are any reasons which I just mentioned for being a fixed homosexual, maybe he or she can do with some help. Thank you for watching me today on the Varkha channel. If you like what you see, please hit the like button and do subscribe to my channel. Till then, it's goodbye.